Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Duster of Faith. Welcome to episode 22 of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. We're noticing that there's a lot of attacks going on at our bases, and we're also, right now we're building the rocket. I believe we're building the rocket. Are we building the rocket? Yes! Rocket's building, it's doing its thing, and I've decided I'm going to have to go out and regulate. So what I'm doing is, instead of making a stash box, I'm just putting all my stuff away. Now, if I had robots, I could put everything in. There's a logistics slot, and you put stuff in it, and robots will come collect them and take them away from you. And so all I'm doing is putting a bunch of stuff in there, and those. I pull out the red and green chips because those don't belong in there. That's just silly. I was like, put the lights away, you know, cleaning up the joint. But that's what do you call it? Again, that's what robots are great for. They can help clean up your inventory, and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And I'm just getting robot speed because I'm halfway tempted to start making robots just for something to do while I'm waiting for the rocket to build. We're pretty much done. The game is won, unless there's this huge wave of biters that comes in and kills us, in which case I've got plenty of laser guns. I'm not worried about it. Game's won, etc. So all I'm doing right now is checking on that. And no, typing need a ride in the chat does not get the train there any sooner. So all we're going to do is we're going to spend most of this episode, again, killing aliens. Because that's what you do. So it says things are getting damaged, so I don't know if things actually get damaged. I mean, it says that, oops. Appears there was a raid coming and I interrupted it. And again, we're going to do our not patented, because somebody else did it. Again, I learned this from Bentham. It's his fault. So there's a lot of dudes down here. And by dudes, I mean biters. There's a lot of nests. And at some point, I'm going to have to figure out how to use the power armor and the protector, whatever they are, the drones, the little drone thingies. I'm gonna have to start working with those guys, because apparently that's the way to do it. So get a lot of shielding for your power armor and go from there. And I like to put those little guys there just in case. It gives me somewhere to run to if I do something stupid. Choo choo! Killing a base. So there's an awful lot of those guys down there. I have no idea what that one worm is doing there. I mean, he's just like hanging out. I don't know if that's, I think that might have been where a nest is supposed to pop up. And it probably will at some point. I'm not exactly sure of the mechanics. I do know that apparently the worms, not the worms, but biters and so forth will show up and then they'll turn into spawners somehow. I don't know. I've never been there for the birth of a new base, thankfully. It sounds kind of disgusting. I do lose a laser turret or two on this push. Maybe not this one, but in this episode I certainly will. And again, these bases are big. I need carpet bombers. That's what I need. I need napalm. Yeah, I think there's really kind of an element missing. I think we need more military, but I mean this does fine. The main emphasis of the game isn't fighting, it's building. I mean, it'd be nice to set up like automated bombing runs and stuff. You know, why not artillery that can blow up bases and stuff like that? I think that'd be damned entertaining myself. Putting up the victory pole. And that's when I basically go, I'm done here. I've gone far south. Although, I think I head farther down the coast. Yeah, I do. I do head that way to, yep, they're attacking at the base up there. Go get them. I love that arrowhead shape for the turrets. So they're also attacking up there, which means possibly next episode. I've recorded my game sessions for the day. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually flanking them. I'm creating a battle line, so to speak, and then I'm going to kind of go and weaken one side of their base. Look at those worms. They're creepy. They're breathing. They're breathing. And it's unfortunate that the tank is worthless in these later eras. Now, this is not something anyone's... this is just what I've read. And because there's no way to upgrade the tank, so far as I'm aware. You can't put better armor on it. You can't make it faster. There's no options for it. And to be honest, the engines you build are fairly... They're not... It's a medium, I guess you could say medium game, mid-game. What's that dude doing wandering down on the bottom? But it's mid-game, so... But the tank, from what I understand, isn't that good. So, that's fine. This turret creep thing here just works dynamite. And it provides enough suspense to, you know, keep things interesting. Because there's nothing more exciting than laying down a bunch of turrets and suddenly realizing they're not powered because you set them too far apart. And here's the last holdouts. And a whole bunch more alien, you know, victory pole, a whole bunch more alien goo. Oh, I got goo. Do I go over there? Or do I just leave? Maybe I go back to my base. Start picking junk up. You know, don't litter the wasteland. Leave the wasteland as clean as you found it, with littered with corpses of the inhabitants, I guess. I don't know. And we're back home, and I hit the antenna again, or the microphone again. So, oof. So this makes me realize I've got to go up. Look at the size of that frickin' base. These bases are huge. And of course I do the stupid thing again. I think I get chased in this one again. Ooh, look at that. Whew. That was a big crowd of dudes. It's like everybody in the neighborhood decided they had to come by and hang out. I like that one. It's not powered, so I have to... I lose a turret, maybe two, to all the big worms there. I just got ahead of myself. Now, one of the things I do here is I creep a single turret forward and I have it attack a couple worms. It's really not a great thing, but I'm just trying something out. It's not... You're gonna have to do... The more laser weapons you drop, the quicker stuff dies. So you're actually gonna take... You're gonna take a little bit more damage doing it that way, but whatever. You gotta try new stuff. Victory pole and more worms. Now sometimes you can get just outside the range of a worm because the laser cannons have just a slightly greater range than the worms do. So you can sometimes get you can snipe a worm with a turret, I guess, is how you can put it. Yeah, these guys keep coming back. It's almost like they think it's their planet or something. I'm really not sure what they're thinking. But, you know, whatevs. Whatevs, yo. I mean, I don't understand why they don't accept the diversity of me and them here. I mean, you know, isn't that what diversity is about? Different cultures, exploring, spending time together? Very unfriendly natives. It's almost like they're nationalists. Racists. And yeah. So, do I clean that base out? I don't recall. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. That one chased me down. I'm like, oh, shit. I mean, oh, heck. Night vision. So, I realize I need to add in a few more defenses here, because even though I cleaned them out, and look at that, there's a base right there in the middle, all of a sudden. Those things, they grow up so fast. Fixing all the damaged turrets picked up. There's the train. Hello, train. I think I get chased here again. Maybe? Nope. Now this is a small base. And again, I don't know the chunks. This one again. Oh, I didn't lose a turret that time. Got lucky. But these little repair kits are phenomenal. Best thing ever. Did I just chop down a tree? I don't know what I did. So, I think I end up setting. Yeah, I end up setting up more defenses because we keep getting attacks from the west. Darn Westerners. So there we go. Nice big fat turrets, and more there. Just, you know, cuz. Now, it's not the supposed requisite 3 deep death wall, but it's pretty close. And these guys, I just have these 2 guys sitting out in the corner here, and I'm just like, what the? So I'm going to set up a little fire base to cover for them. Because that way, you know, boop. There we go. I don't know if that shape actually does anything. I just like it. Now there is an open spot in my base there to the north. The northwest is fairly unguarded, but so I just decided I'd create this goofy little fire base here, just because I'm like, you know, it's not like I have a limited supply of stone. And I'm always worried about the range on the turrets, whether they'll get everybody, and I don't anticipate having to use this. I don't anticipate having to use that, what do you call it? I think I run out of stone here. Stone walls. Yeah, just like, oops. So I'm going to take a little bit from every base around it. Just a couple pieces. You know, not a lot. You guys don't need all that protection. Psh, psh, whatever. So that's what I do. So again, I check the progress because this thing's going to take forever. I have no idea how long it's going to take to actually build. I don't know the time on it. For all I know, it's going to take 2 hours to build, and that's going to be hilarious. So, go ahead and check down here, get some more walls. More concrete. Now, the fun part is stone bricks. It's actually really quick to make stone walls in your inventory. I mean, I only use an assembler because that way I can walk away. It's not something I have to worry about. Run, Forrest, run! So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping this up. Thank you for joining me for the latest episode of Factorio 4X, your Factorio 15-minute fix. Thanks for joining me. Have a good night, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.